Hi everybody, welcome back to La English Academy. I'm Leslie and today I'm going to be talking with you about pronunciation of past tense regular verbs in English. I think most of you know that when we write words in the past tense in English, we add these letters ed to the end of the word. But many students ask, what about the pronunciation? How do I actually say those words in the past tense? Well, the reason students are confused is because there are three different ways to pronounce words, or three different possible ways to pronounce words in the past tense. We've got an ending sound like id, an ending sound like t, and an ending sound like d. So when do we use this sound, or this, or this? That's what I'm going to explain to you today. And I hope that after my explanation, you feel really good and clear about when to use these different sounds when you're saying words in the past tense. Hopefully, you'll feel like it was dink, magic, my magic wand. All right, let's look at some examples for this first category. For this first category, all of the words here are going to have the final sound either T or D. For example, the word start or the word land. The word land, you might not know. It's like when an airplane is flying and it comes back to the earth, we say the airplane lands, okay? So land has as its last letter, the last sound here, the letter D. And start has as its last letter the sound of the letter T. If you've got a verb that is a regular verb in English and the last letter is either T or D or a T or D sound, then when you put it into the past tense, the sound will be id. So the past tense of start is started. Good. Can you say this one? The past tense of land is, did you say landed? If you did, you got it right. So the spelling, of course, is just ed. But the sound here is id. So start id, land id. You'll notice here that when we're putting these words into the past tense, we're actually adding an extra syllable. This word, when it's just the base form, has one syllable, start or start. When we put it into the past, it's started. There are two syllables. Same for this one. Land. One syllable in the base form. But when we add the ending, we add another syllable. Landed. You can play and clap along at home if you want to get the extra practice, okay? Started, landed. If you've got two syllables, you're probably saying it the right way. Now, let me give you another example. Lift. The last letter here is the T. So how would we say this in the past tense? What do you think? Did you say lifted? If you did, you got it. It's lift-id. You're adding an extra syllable. Lifted, lifted. Lift, lifted, lifted. Let's go now to these other two categories. For these groups, we need to talk about something different here. And it involves this part of our throat. Inside of your throat here, you've got a mechanism that vibrates sometimes when you talk. There's a little vibration. If you take your hand and put it here, and then just say, hello. Go ahead and try it at home. Hello. Do you feel there's vibration in there for part of the word? When you feel that vibration, that's the thing that you need to notice, okay, for these sounds. If there's no vibration in the last sound of a word, of a verb that you want to put into the past tense, then that last sound with no vibration means it goes in this category here. The sound t, t, t also has no vibration. So the word walk is a good example of a word in this category. Let me explain. When you say walk, the last sound is k, k. If you put your hand here, k, k, there's no vibration. Just like the letter T. T, t. So they're a team. They're paired together. No vibration on the last letter or the last sound goes in the group for the sound with no vibration. T, t. So the sound here is walk, t. The spelling is ed, but the sound is walk, t. Yesterday we walked. Yesterday we walked. Now, notice the difference. Remember, for these words in this group, we add an extra syllable. But for here, there's no extra syllable. The word walk is one syllable. Walk, right? Walk. That's the regular base form, like in the dictionary. Walk. But past is also one syllable. Walked. Walked. There's no second syllable here. We're not saying walked. It's walked. Got it? Let's try another word from this group. What about, what's this called? If you do that. A kiss. Look at this last letter here. S. And try it at home. Try to say the sound. No vibration. No vibration, it's like no vibration. So that movement is kind of like this cross in the T here. It can remind you that the sound that goes with this is, that's the spelling, but that's the sound. Kissed, kissed, kissed. And again, we're not adding a syllable. Kiss, kissed. One last word that would go into this category is the word help. Can you say help in the past tense? No vibration. So the sound that we add on is t. So past tense would be, I think you got it, helped, helped. We spell it with ed, but we pronounce it helped. Let's go now to the last category. The third possible sound that you could hear for a past tense verb that's regular would be the sound d. And while this category is for words that have the last sound with no vibration, this category is for words that have the last sound with a vibration. A good example of a word in this category would be the word rain. If you say this word, rain, and put your hand here, notice that the last sound, n, has a vibration. You can even hear it, right? N, rain. Well, this letter, d, also has a vibration. So these two are like on a team together. Vibration goes with the vibration sound. So this word in the past becomes rained. Rained. Make a vibration here. Continue with the sound of the vibration here. No vibration, no vibration. Vibration, vibration. Right? Get the vibration here, so it's here too. The spelling, of course, is still ed, but the sound is d. Another word that goes in this category is call. Yesterday, I called you. I called. Did you get the message? Called. Call. There's a vibration there. So when we put it in the past, we say d. Called. I don't want to make the video too long, so we're going to stop here for today. I'd like to invite you to think of other verbs that are regular verbs and then try to put them into the id category for words that finish with T or D, the T category for words that finish with a sound that has no vibration, and you can remember that by the cross on the T, no vibration, or this category for the words that have a vibration in the last letter or last sound and fall into the category for the sound D, which has vibration. I hope that this now feels like a ding, magical way for you to very easily know the pronunciation of past tense verbs. I wish you all the best. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it. We'd really appreciate that. Thanks for watching and hope to see you soon. Bye for today.